Next. Okay. It generated one SSH key and one identification key. This is one identification key under ID underscore RSA. It is for identification to the GitHub. And next one is a public key. It is one of the public key to export our projects to the GitHub. At least one SSH key is required to export our projects. Next. Finally, copy that public key from ID underscore RSA dot pub. It will store it at our user systems under .ssh folder. Okay, copy from that and it should add to your account under GitHub repository. So before copying and pasting it to the GitHub, you have to identify yourself to the GitHub by these commands: git config -- global user.name and user.email with your name and your email ID. Note, you have to think before going to give a username, it should be equal to GitHub account email ID. Otherwise, it will not allow to you export your product to the GitHub. Next. So, by those commands, you can set your information while you are committing to the product. So, we can copy this. Public key starts from SSH RSA. We can copy this from specified product. The path known as, it is a default path given to us. Okay. Before copying, we have to create one account under GitHub. To create an account, you have to navigate github.com. It is one account I was created with my name, Siva Krishna, and this is an account. After creation of account, we have to paste the SSH key to export our product. So go to the dashboard and click on it. It will show our user details, username and API key and our email IDs. And right side you have see your plan. In GitHub there is two plans. One is payment and one is free account. Mainly payment accounts are taken for large products. Okay. Here bottom you will see SSH public key. It is the main role place for GitHub. It is the key for tracking of users upcoming comments. So you have to add another public key. So it's see your message. You must have at least one SSH public key to push your repository to the GitHub. So you can add from this link, add another public key. Okay, copy from this and place public key and add key. Okay, created. Now you are identified to the GitHub. Now you can export your product. Before exporting your product, you have to create one repository under GitHub. Because of you can create any number of repositories under GitHub. So which repository you want to export your product? So before going to create one repository name is yourself and it is description about your project, and home URL, it is up to your need, and create repository. Okay, I have created creation under Siva Krishna repository. It will give two URLs, public clone and your clone. It is your clone and it is public clone. So public clone is nothing but everyone can get our code. In this public clone, we can get our code from again GitHub software. After completion of this, these all are from local systems. Next. So we are created one GitHub account and we are installed software from our local system and created repository also. So now we is going to export our projects to the GitHub repository. Before going to repository, which product are you going to export? Go through that cd creation. It was a product I would like to export to the GitHub. So move to that directory. First command to export the project, you have to initialize the git into that folder. So by initializing, you have to type git init for initializing our product to the GitHub. After initializing, touch readme. It is one of the commands to create a file. It's not mandatory. You can also create manually. Okay. After creation of file, you have to add this file to the creation. If already created an exact product, no need of creation of this. Okay. Git add of file name. It will add it to the git init directory, not to the remote directory. After addition, some changes are made to our product. So we have to see comment and which messages. So git comment -m and first comment. It was the message to given to our comment, like changing file, deleting file, anything. After committing, see this command prompt, git init. It will send the information initializing empty git repository .git folder. It was given to our product. On project, it will create one folder with .git and initialize all the required information for the git product. Okay. After creating, touch readme and add that folder to the GitHub, and after committing your message, enter. It will give 0 files was changed, 0 insertions and 0 deletions. First time you are going to add our file to the GitHub. So there is no insertions and no deletions, no files also, because it is a file we are adding. There is no changes to that file. Okay. Created node with a key. This was the key was given to every comment, because of after that we have to version control with that key. Edition is over. Now we have to export our product to the GitHub. So while exporting your GitHub to the product, you already added your product to the .git. If now you are adding to the remote system, there is a command called git remote add origin and your git repository address. Okay. It will add our product to the remote. After adding our remote product, means it is also one of the command to getting information from the repository. It's not finally adding to the product. After completion of push, it will finally add it to the GitHub product to our product. So git push original master. Here master is the default branch given to the every product. So we can also create different batches with the command of git branch and branch name. So it was the master is a meaningful word given to us because it's a copy of master copy. So everyone can get that product, full-fledged version of the product to the local system. Okay. These are the commands. Okay. Added originals to the project. While you are pushing, it will ask password phase. While you are creating public keys, it will ask password. It was given to this while pushing the original product to the GitHub. You are exported readme to the creation. You can see this readme with comment IDs and tree IDs. You can also go for trace. If there is 2 more files from 2 more users committed to the repository, we can also go for trace. Trace also stored with key only. Everything will be maintenance of key. Okay.